Good morning, dear students. In the last class, we have discussed about the CBSE chapter metals and non-metals. In that, physical properties we are completed, and today I am going to discuss about the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Before that, we are discussed about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay, so in that physical properties, what we are discussed? Metals having low stress nature, malleable, ductile, sonorous, and good conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, these are we are discussing. Non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity. They are not sonorous. Okay, so these are non-metals. And exception cases also we are discussing. Sulfur, carbon, oxygen, phosphorus, these are the non-metals. What are the exception cases? Metals, sodium and potassium are soft and can be cut with a knife. Mercury is the only metal which is found in liquid state at room temperature. These are exceptions. Okay, now chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Chemical properties of metals and non-metals. So what is the chemical properties is there? Reaction with oxygen. When metal react with oxygen to form, what it will be formed? In the last previous year, you observed when we are burning the magnesium ribbon in air, what happened in the 7th class already there. When we are burning the magnesium ribbon, it will be formed the magnesium oxide. That means magnesium is in presence of air. Air means oxygen. When it is burning in presence of air, it will be formed the magnesium oxide. Okay, first one, reaction with oxygen. Reaction with oxygen. Reaction with oxygen. Okay, so when magnesium reacted with oxygen to air to form magnesium oxide, and once you have to recall the reaction by which rust is formed. You know the rusting of iron. Already you know the rusting of iron. So once you have to recall the reaction by which rust is formed. How that rust is formed? When the iron exposed into the air means oxygen, it will be formed the iron oxide. It will be formed the iron oxide. That is called rusting. That is called rusting. So in the reaction with oxygen, what happened? When iron is reacted with oxygen, in oxygen along with water to form iron oxide. In the same way, magnesium is reacted with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Rust means the iron is rusted by the air. When iron is reacted with air means oxygen, along with water to form iron oxide. In the same way, when magnesium ribbon is burning in air, magnesium ribbon is burning in air, when magnesium ribbon burning in air, it will be formed magnesium ribbon burning in air, it will be formed magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide will be formed. Okay, So we have to write the reactions when iron is reacted. Iron formula Fe, oxygen formula O2 plus water. What is the water formula? H2O. Then what is the reaction? What is the product? Product is a Fe2O3. This is a iron oxide. Fe2O3 is a iron oxide. Okay, Fe2O3 is a iron oxide. This is about the rusting of iron. So due to the iron oxide, that iron oxide layer will be formed after the iron reaction with oxygen. Next reaction with magnesium. When magnesium ribbon is burning in air, it will be formed magnesium oxide. Magnesium symbol Mg. It is reacted with oxygen, gives rise to MgO. So this is a magnesium oxide. This is a magnesium. This is a oxygen. Magnesium is reacted with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. So this is the formula of magnesium oxide. And by the activity we have to understand about the rusting of iron. Okay. But by the activity we have to understand. In this activity what we have to do? First we have to collect the rust from the iron. Okay. So we have to collect the one spoonful of rust and dissolve it in very little amount of water. Okay. We have to collect the when that rust will be formed when iron is reacted with oxygen along with water to form rust. Iron is reacted with oxygen along with water to form rust. Okay. So in this activity, first we have to collect the one spoonful of rust. We have to collect teaspoonful of rust. We have to collect a teaspoonful of rust and dissolve it in very little amount of water and dissolve it in very little amount of water. Okay. We have to collect a teaspoonful of rust and dissolve it in very little amount of water. And you will find that the rust remains suspended in water. Shake the suspension well. Test the solution with red and blue litmus papers. Okay. And shake the suspension well. Shake the suspension well. Okay, now you can test the solution with red and blue litmus papers. Now we can test the the solution. Now we can test the solution with red litmus and blue litmus paper. Solution with red litmus, red litmus and blue litmus papers. Okay. test the solution with red litmus and blue litmus papers. So you can observe the solution acidic or basic. Once you have to observe that solution is acidic or basic. Then when we are tested with red litmus and blue litmus paper, to the rust is dissolved in water, and we can test with red litmus and blue litmus paper. What will happen? The solution whether acidic or basic, once you have to observe. Observe the solution. Observe the solution acidic or basic. Acidic or basic. Observe the solution acidic or basic. So here metal is a iron is reacted with oxygen to form metal oxide, that is the iron oxide will be formed, Fe2O3. So these metal oxides are basic in nature. Metal oxides are basic in nature. Basic in nature. So in this reaction, when metal iron react with oxygen to form iron oxide is a metal oxide, it is a basic in nature. By this activity we have to understand that iron oxide is a basic in nature. In the same way, copper vessels is exposed to moisture air for a long, it acquires a dull green coating. The green material is a mixture of copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. So what is the reaction between the copper, how it will be formed, the copper carbonate and copper hydroxide? That copper, when it is exposed to the air along with carbon dioxide and water, so it will be formed copper carbonate and copper hydroxide. So that green color coating is a rusting. In the same way, iron, how it is rusting, in the same way copper also will be rust. Okay. Sometimes in your home you have to observe any vessels, at the bottom of that vessels that green color coat will be formed, that is a rusting. Okay. So how it will be formed? When it is exposed to the air with water, it will be formed the green color coating. So what is the reactions? And next point, copper vessels are exposed copper vessel is exposed to moisture air for long. Moisture air for long, it acquires a dull green coating. Dull green coating. The green material is mixture of copper hydroxide. The green material is a mixture of copper hydroxide. What is the formula? CuOH taken twice, copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. Copper carbonate. Copper carbonate. What is the formula? CuCO3. Okay. So when a copper vessel is exposed to moisture air for long, it acquires a dull green coating. The green material is a mixture of copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. Okay. So we can write the reaction. 2 moles of copper is reacting with water to form in presence of carbon dioxide plus oxygen. So water, carbon dioxide, oxygen, these are in presence of, these are the moisture air. Okay, moisture air. copper, water, carbon dioxide, oxygen. To form, what way they will form? Copper hydroxide, and copper carbonate will be formed. Okay, this is the reaction. Copper, when it is exposed with air, moisture air means water, carbon dioxide, oxygen, to form copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. Now recall the activity of burning magnesium ribbon. The ash obtained when on burning magnesium ribbon is dissolved in water and tested for its acidic or basic nature. Is the solution acidic or basic? How do you ascertain this? You must have observed that the red litmus turn blue, so oxide of magnesium is also basic in nature. In general, metallic oxides are basic in nature. Okay, now you can recall the activity burning of magnesium ribbon. Burning of magnesium ribbon. Magnesium ribbon on burning magnesium ribbon. That ash is dissolved in water. Now the ash obtained on burning magnesium, the ash obtained on burning magnesium ribbon, Mg ribbon means magnesium ribbon, is dissolved in water, and tested for it and test it. Okay, is the solution acidic or basic? How do you ascertain this? We can observe that magnesium oxide when burning the ash obtained on burning of magnesium ribbon, with that ash dissolved in water, and we can test it with red and blue litmus paper. What will happen? What is the color change? You must have observed that the red litmus turns into blue. We can test it with litmus papers. Then red litmus paper turns blue. So oxide of magnesium is oxide of Mg means magnesium. Okay, oxide of magnesium is also basic in nature. Iron oxide also basic in nature, and magnesium oxide also basic in nature. That means metal oxides are in basic in nature. Okay, next non-metal oxides. Here we are discussing about the metal oxides and non-metal oxides. Okay, about the non-metal oxides we can discuss in the next class.